Hey everybody, time for my weekly update on things happening in and around OEA. I want to begin by thanking Brittany Smith from Hamilton Local here in Franklin County, who invited me and Vice President Jeff Wensing, Secretary Treasurer Mark Hill, to speak with a great group of fifth graders last week to talk about leadership. I just share that with you so that if you have any opportunities for any of us to come and visit your classrooms or to come visit your fellow members and your locals, we always welcome that. So please reach out and let me know. It's good to be in schools with members, with students, any chance we get. I also want to give a shout out to Eric Urban Watson and all of our staff and all of our member leaders who made this past weekend's Advocacy and Organizing Institute a huge success. We had over 300 people in attendance, and from all accounts, it was a very successful event, as it always is. People honing their skills on how to be better organized, better bargainers, really better advocates for members and students. And so thank you, if you were there, for taking the time to be there on behalf of our fellow OEA members. I also want to say thank you and express my appreciation to our 8 NEA directors. Dwayne Marshall, Larry Ellis, Andrea Beeman, Hasheen Wilson, Adrian Bowden, Dan Greenberg, Kim Richards, Angela Stewart. They do such good work. I just got back from Washington, D.C., where we were all there for Super Week together. They were lobbying on Capitol Hill, really advocating for things like repeal of GPO-WEP and protecting our members' Social Security benefits. They were advocating for improvements in infrastructure, improvements in higher education, and just celebrating public education. You might have seen last week in the State of the Union speech that the President and his Secretary of Education were really throwing a lot of shade on public education. We need to stand up together. And along those lines, I want to encourage you to join me in signing the pledge to fire Betsy DeVos. She is the worst Secretary of Education that anyone could possibly imagine. We have an opportunity to get rid of her. We're already seeing a lot of action on social media, so I'll share that link. Encourage you to share it with your fellow members. I want to take the rest of our time today, just a minute or so, to talk a little bit more about the voucher issue. Of course, it's been an ongoing issue, and hopefully you all know that last week the House of Representatives took an important step forward in passing Senate Bill 89 and working into that bill their plan for addressing school vouchers. We support that plan, and while we continue and will always have concerns about any public taxpayer dollars being used to support tuition for private schools, what Speaker Householder and the House of Representatives is doing with Senate Bill 89 is they're really shifting the focus, getting away from this blame game, using the flawed report cards as a way to continue to point the finger and fix negative labels on public schools in order to justify diverting resources. Their plan is to have an income-only based system so that if there are going to be vouchers, they only go to students who come from families in poverty. Why do we support that? Number one, it gets away from the blame game. Number two, income-based vouchers are paid for by the state. Performance-based vouchers under EdChoice are paid through deductions against local districts. And the other thing that was really important in that whole thing is that we were able to persuade the House to include a provision that eliminates academic distress commissions and gets Youngstown, Lorain, and East Cleveland out of House Bill 70 and moves us forward in a new framework for school improvement. So contact your senator, encourage them to support the House plan on Senate Bill 89. We'll continue to keep you posted. Need you to stay engaged. That's all I have for this week. Thanks.